No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, stroking at me. Don't tell us. Revelio. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last week is come out before I find you. I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a moon calf.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg.
Revelio.
Redeemed from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
That's good. Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact! Damn thing you'll get out of here!
Let me have a go! Would you like me to put you down?
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Stop right there!
How nice of you to stop.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
nice to see you, my young friend.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
said that travel broadens the mind.
So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how
Is everything all right?
Oh, you see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfect... My arms get so tired, but I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the...
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Our meet, perhaps you?
I suppose... I'm going to have to use Akio. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs. Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. 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 Professor Weasley wants me to get us upstairs. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
There was a rumor.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Any luck finding my dad?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your...
I'll happily take them.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them.
Oh, you're not at...
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Fine. I shall pay you. But you cannot begin to imagine what I shall be writing about you next. Should never have trusted them.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snuggery.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Nobody saw me. I don't see the harm.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so...
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Perhaps I'll give it...
I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? How nice to see you, my young friend.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never again.
Find anything yet?
If I could have a moment of your time.
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it? I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed.
It's a travesty she's not more. I often read about great witches in my limited. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here. But in typical clever Herodiana.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
According to what I've read, would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
If you tell me where to...
There!
Very well.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
May I ask what attracted you to astronomy?
You may. Might I assume from your inquiry?
Oh, not the...
Ah, that is good to hear. Misperceptions freak. To answer your question, the two of us spent
I'm not sure I
My sister is the only non-magical child born to our family in generations, poor thing. Although she manages exception.
It sounds as if she's...
One of the first women. And as astronomy, we still sneak up to a roof.
Thank you for telling me about your sister, Professor.
I was glad. Now off you go.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me. Accio! Nothing to identify. For now, at least.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Revelio.
Slytherins almost always use the door to the right of the entrance hall.
If you ask any Hufflepuff, they'll tell you there's a badger in their common room.
I'm avoiding our common room.
By the disappointed look on Vince's face every time he sees you, I think you're breaking his heart.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
I've always said that travel broadens.
What do you want?
This must be the entrance to the Hall of... Here it is. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. See if Herodiana Home is as good as Fromia said she was. Bombarda! Glacius! Accio! Repulsor! it is. The Hall of Herodiana. Go inside and find those puzzles. Now to see if Herodiana puzzles is as good as friends. That chest helps me find. What's next? Switch reset everything. Good to know. That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Button after all. This must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wanted to see this. Revelio.
That young'un's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not...
Well, did you find the Hall of Herodiana? Well, did you find the Hall of Herodiana?
I'd rather go alone.
To a dance?
Oh.
Why not? In fact, I think they should insist that we go alone. Imagine how much simpler that would be.
Why? Because you don't have to ask someone.
No.
No.
Yes, of course, so you don't have to ask someone.
I was only asking. I suppose
Well,
there are some
did you find the Hall of Herodiana?
on your own.
Oh. Please proceed.
An obvious one would be that you know you'll have an...
I'd rather that than being left standing about like an abandoned Arunkel.
Who abandoned? I haven't heard of that. Is it a thing?
I don't believe so. I think he was simply presenting how one might feel. Or specifically how he might feel.
Well, did you find the Hall of Herodiana?
Revelio.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Made any progress with your treasure map?
What are you up to now?
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson. Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Of course, the guide isn't... I've heard that you were able to grow a venom... Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment.
Thank you, Professor.
Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. In the overview, just north of the forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.